Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom, this Cal Next Bigger TV here. So, time for another prediction video as it is this Sunday. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills in an AFC divisional round matchup. And, well, this game is notable because it is the first road game, uh, not including the Super Bowl, in Patrick Mahomes' career, road playoff game that we are playing under Mahomes. So pretty crazy that all of our playoff games, uh, besides the Super Bowl, have all been at Arrowhead Stadium uh, since our first playoff game with Mahomes back in 2018. And yeah, now a big test facing Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Uh, and the Bills, the 2 seed, and well, if they would have not have beaten us back in that Week 14 matchup, then they probably would have not have made the playoffs. Of course, in the middle of the season in November, they fired their offensive coordinator, and uh, after Thanksgiving, it seemed like that their chances of making the playoffs were pretty much in jeopardy. But they had a huge run down the stretch and won in Week 18 and got the 2 seed in the playoffs. Uh, and yeah, and that's how and why the Chiefs are on the road. Also, why we did not get the first round bye in the playoffs. So, and well, coming off a dominating performance last week in what was the coldest game ever at Arrowhead Stadium and the fourth coldest game ever in NFL history. The temperature at kickoff that game against the Dolphins last week was -4, and the weather didn't really seem to be a problem at all. Uh, our defense did outstanding, and yeah, and, uh, Harrison Butker was, you know, clutch with all those field goals, and yeah, so that's how we got here. And the Bills, who played on Monday, they were supposed to play on Sunday against the Steelers, but because of a huge snowstorm in Buffalo, had to move the game to Monday afternoon, and they uh, won by 20 points over the Pittsburgh Steelers. They pretty much dominant fashion. And yes, this is going to be one heck of a test. And well, the last time that we faced the Bills in the playoffs, which was 2 years ago, in fact, it was just about 2 years ago to the day that that amazing playoff game. Some calling it the greatest playoff game ever, in which uh, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were down by 3 with just 13 seconds left after the Bills scored, thinking that the game was over. But Mahomes was able to get the Chiefs in field goal range. We had 2 timeouts, and game went into overtime. We won the toss, scored on our first drive, and that was the end of the game. And yeah, so I'm sure that the Bills want revenge from that. And this will be our third time playing the Bills in the playoffs, at least under Mahomes and Allen. The other time, besides that game 2 years ago, was 3 years ago in the AFC Championship game. Chiefs won that game convincingly, but then of course we lost in the Super Bowl to Tom Brady and the Bucs that year. So, and yeah, and I mean, these two teams, ever since Mahomes and Allen came into the league, they've been, maybe two of the best quarterbacks in the AFC. And I mean, whenever these two play each other, they just come down to the wire. They come down to what seems like the last play, and it seems like that'll be the case again in this one. Of course, we know what happened when we played the Bills the last time, which was Week 14. That terrible offensive offsides mistake by Kadarius Toney. If he was not offsides, we would have scored and would have had the lead and hopefully would have won. But yeah, that could have been a game-changing play. And who knows, the Bills may not even make the playoffs if it wasn't for that offensive offsides and touchdown taken back. So, but yeah, so definitely want revenge from that. And I know this is the first road playoff game for Mahomes, but he has very good numbers on the road in the regular season, and he's used to this kind of weather. I mean, he played in frigid temperatures just a week ago, and it's not going to be quite that cold in Buffalo. Definitely not below zero, but in the 20s, I think there's a chance of snow. So, but really nothing new for him. And the Bills will be without two key players, wide receiver Gabe Davis, who had 4 touchdowns in that divisional playoff game 2 years ago. They're also without safety Taylor Rapp. So 2 key players out for Buffalo. And the winner of this game will move on to the AFC Championship game and will face the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. The Ravens just won earlier today, defeating the Houston Texans. So yeah, the winner will go to Baltimore, play them next Sunday. So, and yeah, the Chiefs trying to make it to another AFC Championship game. We've been in AFC title game for the past 5 years, trying to make it 6 in a row. But if we make it 6 in a row, all of the previous 5 AFC title games have been at Arrowhead, and this one for sure we know won't. So it's going to be one heck of a game. And my score prediction, I'm picking the Chiefs to win. I'm going to say 30-27. And I think it's going to come down to a game-winning field goal in the final minute, and I think we will stop Josh Allen and the Bills from scoring and move on to another AFC title game. So, and also another thing, if this game goes into overtime, then both teams will have a chance to. Both teams will get the ball at least once, unlike 2 years ago when the Chiefs got the ball and the Bills didn't. That's another thing. The overtime rules are different, and no game has actually gone into overtime, at least playoffs, since that. So it'd be pretty, ironic if this game went into overtime. So, but we'll see. So till Sunday, comics are saying, go Chiefs.